Namaskar, dear students. So today we gather to honor the birthday of two very renowned visionaries. Can anybody of you tell me whom are we talking about? Yes, Saksha?
Ma'am, we're talking about Ratan Tata and Dhirubhai Ambani.
Okay, very good. So Saksha, can you tell me something about Ratan Tata?
Yes, ma'am, I can. He wasn't born in a specifically rich family, and in
Okay.
fact, during his young life, when he was a child, he actually was not living with his parents. Instead,
So
he was.
where did he live then?
He actually lived with his grandmother for the majority of his childhood and much of his young adulthood.
Okay.
And then for education, he had gone abroad where he studied. And though his actual initial plan was not about creating a business or an
Okay.
empire, but eventually, after he returned to India, he started this business, and slowly it grew. What we can learn about Ratan Tata and what his values were that he was a very persevering man, and he was, even after reaching the peak of his career, after becoming one of, if not the biggest man in India, he still was incredibly down to earth. He had great humility, and you'd always see him doing some or the other act towards charity. He was actually a philanthropist and had many trusts and charities. So we
so
can
he
learn
was
that kind of
empathetic
stuff.
towards which one animal?
He was a dog person. He liked dogs a lot.
So he was a dog
And
lover, right?
one more thing that we can actually correlate to dogs is that his assistant, Shantanu Naidu.
Okay. I hope all of you have heard about his assistant, right?
So Shantanu Naidu was actually, he had started this small startup where he would create reflective collars for stray animals and dogs and cats. And those collars would be reflective so that when the animal wore them, they would be easily visible at night. And over that, he was also a very charitable person, just like Tata. So as Shantanu's name started catching attention of others, Ratan Tata also came to hear of him, and he decided that a person that is this much caring about animals or lesser beings, as you might say, is someone that he would like to be closely associated with. So he not only made him his personal assistant, but till the day he died, Shantanu Naidu was actually a very good friend of his.
So that was a very innovative approach, right?
Yes.
So in our innovation and entrepreneurship club, we have discussed about a lot of entrepreneurs, right? What qualities do you think that both of these men had? Yes, Glina, please.
Ma'am, the qualities that both of these men have is that Ratan Tata is passionate about his dreams.
Very good.
And ma'am, he is socially responsible for everything he does. Like, for example, as he said, he gave charity and trust funds. So ma'am, all of this is just socially responsible for Ratan Tata. And ma'am, for Dhirubhai Ambani, he used to dream big. He used to take risks. That's what led him to make the Reliance. He also knew how to have confidence in his abilities. So I think that's something that everyone should follow in their footsteps.
I would like to add something to that.
Yes, Aishna.
That innovation was common in both of their journeys.
Very good.
Both of the gentlemen teached us a lot about their hard work. They teased us the nation that we should believe in ourselves technically, and they were famous for their ethics, for
Very
their
good.
contribution to the nation as well.
Very good. And what values do you think one can actually imbibe in our own lives from them? Yes, please.
Ma'am, first, not only that, we should always be dedicated to our goal. We should never give up. Even if it is about taking risks, we can learn from Dhirubhai Ambani, as she said, that sometimes taking risk is what we have to do to get ahead in life. While from Ratan Tata, we can also learn to pre-plan. So to imbibe both of their qualities together, we should learn to be confident yet humble at the same time. We should not get greedy or anything like that, and stay humble and ground to earth. And as students, they are very important role models for us, because as students we have to be focused on our path, and we have to be full dedicated to what we want to achieve in life. So that's what we can imbibe from both of them.
Very good. So I think if one aspires to become an entrepreneur, he should be a good risk taker and he should have an innovative approach towards things, right? Now, what do you think that future leaders, they can learn from their approach towards life or towards entrepreneur or towards, we could say, setting up business? Yes, Akshay.
Ma'am, as Reed said, that they are very important role models, not just for people who aspire to become businessmen, but for everyone. So, what an aspiring businessman could take from them is, as again what Reed said, is that the risk taking that Dhiru Bhai Ambani often took, and he actually had a very aggressive approach towards his business. So, what we can take from this is that even though you are aggressive towards what you're doing, and when you set yourself towards something, you do not stop and you steamroll until you get there.
So, how are you going to inculcate these values in your student life? Yes, Reed.
Ma'am, first thing is consistency. We
Very
have to work every day at a consistent time for a consistent time period, so that we can get the habit of it and we can slowly increase the number of hours we are working for. So strategists, with this proper strategies, we can move forward slowly and gradually. It is not a thing that we can overcome at one night, but yes, it will take a lot of time, but gradually, if we all work together, we can finally reach success and our desired goals.
Very good. And we also discussed about pre-planning. So, how can pre-planning help you people? Yes, Lavanya.
Ma'am, we can inculcate the same thing like by pre-planning. Basically, when like we want to study, we usually are like, no, we'll study for like only half an hour, just 10 minutes. And of course, it does not end always well. So we can make a timetable, like we can make a schedule from like 1 hour, we'll suppose we'll study English, and the other time we'll in the break do something else, take small breaks. And there are many strategies to learn too.
Very good. Fine.
They both are empathic, confident, and not proudy.
They were humble and their hearts were for the people, and every work they did in their life only helped the people more and more, even though their personalities might be different and all, but their work was for the same cause, for the people of India.
Very good. So, from this thing, I would like to highlight one startup, one initiative that was taken, that was the Good Fellows startup. Has anyone heard about this? Okay, who was the who started this startup, Saksha?
Ma'am, it was Ratan Tata only.
Okay, and what was it related to?
Ma'am, this startup actually was related to the elders, actually mainly. So what, in simple words, what this was that basically the elders who oftentimes are alone in their lives, and Ratan obviously knew this very well because he spent a very large time of his life alone. So he knew that it gets really hard and very tough when you're alone, especially when you get older, because people stop understanding you as much. So what he had done is that he had created this startup where young people, children, teens, these kind of people, they would be partnered up with a certain elderly person, and they would get to know each other. They would be, in a way, you could say, companions, friends for each other's. They would look after each other's needs, and so in a way they would not only be forming this nice, beautiful kind of symbiotic relationship, but it would also be something that they would learn, both the elderly and the young ones, to inculcate in the rest of their lives, because there are a lot of things that you can learn by just sitting down with an elderly person and talking about. So this was a very admirable startup by him.
Very good. And I think this was a very innovative approach as well. Because being a companion to a senior person, it teaches you a lot. So this startup, Good Fellows, it was started by Ratan Tata, and they used to hire people. Why? So that they could get companions for senior citizens. And on the other hand, they were paid in a similar manner. So you as children and we as people, we get to learn a lot from both of these remarkable visionaries, right? We inculcate the values of being humble, having companions, and assisting people whenever they need. Despite the fact that one, no matter how high post he achieves, but one should always be grounded. He should not be egoistic at all, right? And one should always be empathetic towards humans and animals as well.